Hey everyone, welcome to SJMS podcast. I'm your host Shaurish Sharma, and today on 24th of January 2026, this is the National Girls Child Day, a day for every daughter's dream, dignity, and future. A day that reminds us if a girl gets safety, education, nutrition, and respect, the nation grows stronger. So, why is this day important? We are living in a country which has a past of atrocities against women and high rates of female feticide. So, in order to spread awareness for women rights in this country, this day is celebrated. On this occasion, I am joined by Piyush Tripathi from class 11th Commerce. On my right, Emlyn Elizabeth from class 12th Science, who is also the head girl, and Abhirami Thampan from class 11th Science. So let me go to Emlyn first. So Emlyn, you might have heard the word feminism, which also have a negative view that people think that it is all about hating men. What are your views on feminism?
Feminism is often confused with misandry. Misandry is a view where hatred about men is like advocated, but feminism does not advocate hatred for men. It is about equal rights for men and women.
I would like to share a quote from G.D. Anderson, and it states that feminism is not about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way that the world perceives that strength. And it is like women are strong. There's no need of making women strong. It's about giving both men and women the equality.
So, I have a question from you guys. Do you think feminism can be misused?
Yes, at certain times, because it depends upon the individual. If they are trying to tarnish a person, they may use it in a wrong way. But just because a person did so, we cannot blame the entire community or say that feminism is just used as a tool to defame men.
And you might have seen feminism face backlash from the society. So, what are your views?
It's because some people think that it's against traditions, it's against cultures, but it is not so. Our culture respects women, treats them as goddesses, but certain religious people try to bend these cultures and traditions and try to implement it in a way where women they think that women need protection, and for this very purpose they think that women should be restricted only till their homes, their freedom is questioned, and if they ever stand up for themselves or speak for themselves, they are considered as characterless, or their dignity is even questioned. So they think that it's quite a contrast. They say that women are goddesses, and but they are meant to be subordinate to men, and they are treated as a utility.
So thank you, Emlyn, for clearing this up. I really had some misconception over feminism and I really disliked them. But thank you for clearing it up. So Piyush, would you like to ask something?
Yeah, sure. As a boy, I never faced any challenges, problems, or difficulties as I grew up. I'm sure you might have. So, can you share some light on the difficulties you faced?
Teenagers divided into three phases. When we talk about the first, it's a time where you have no precise knowledge about what is going through with your body and you don't understand what to do. And secondly, it's a time where you realize that, yeah, these are the things that you need to face and the ways that you need to learn how to cope up with these situations. And third, this is a phrase where you understand completely that how are these mood swings, mental traumas all sorted. And by this time, your teenagers ends up. And while talking about mood swings, it's a time where you have terrible mood swings. And we are often judged like you're arrogant, you're showing attitude. Actually, we are going through many things. And there are situations where we have different moods. So people, they don't understand it. So these are the things I would like to share.
And like the first periods is always a very special and terrifying experience at the same time. It's like I think the first time I had my period, I already knew that I would be getting it, but then I was so surprised and I couldn't accept it. And at first it feels so shameful that I didn't even feel comfortable to share it with my mother that I'm going through my period. I think it was the way society made it, like but
Made us
I
to think in that
huh,
way.
that it's something shameful if you're having a period, you should be quiet. But then eventually as I grew up, I understood that it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's one of the purest thing. It's something that gives life. And but people see, like, make it look like it's something bad and something shameful, and we often get scared. And if, especially talking about it to a guy, or even your father feels uncomfortable, society often like ignores these difficulties faced by women. The mood swings, the pain, the confusion, everything is unbearable at times, and which causes us to overreact and act in a very rude manner. And people judge our personalities and put a label on this, even if people are trying to understand. There's a saying, no, if you are not going through it, you can never truly understand what that person is feeling.
So, I mean, what you are saying is absolutely right, and we completely agree with it. But these points are often neglected by the society and the people.
Sure. For instance, imagine that you have a knife stabbed on your stomach. How are you supposed to react? You should have a wide smile and behave so naturally to the people around you.
No, of course not. And we can feel it, and it should be felt by all the fathers, sons, and brothers around us.
Do you think it is right to be treated differently by the parents on the basis of gender?
Not at all. Parents or any other person should treat men, women, or girl or boy equally. Like there's a common notion in the society that if a girl should be inside the house before dark. If she is against that particular rule or fact that is set by the society, then whatever happens to her, that is, if men look at her in an inappropriate way, or unfortunately rape happens, then it's not the men's mistake, it's her mistake because she was against that particular rule that is set by the society.
Coming on to the scenario of education in our country. So, do you think that girls are getting the equal opportunity in primary and higher education, whatever? I mean, what's your take on it?
Even to this date, in rural areas, people consider that education is not an important fact for women, because they think that eventually a girl has to get married. So, why to spend so much money on her? And there is lack of infrastructure, government schools. So, parents do not prefer to send their girl children to school, because they think that ultimately they have to become good wives or mothers. So, they do not consider education as an important fact for their well-being.
I would also like to add a point that because of the lack of education, women are becoming dependent on others. They fail to fight for their goals and dreams, and they even enter up into abusive relationship, and they cannot get out of it easily.
I completely agree with you. And what do you think that could be the solution for spreading more awareness in parents in the rural areas?
Just by raising slogans like Beti Bachao or Beti Padhao, we cannot um, like change the mindset of the parents. We need to make them understand that a woman can live even without a marriage, that they can be independent and they can survive with education. Parents do not prefer getting their girl child educated because they never understand its importance, because they think that the only way their child can have a good life is by having a successful marriage. They never understand the possibilities they have in their life by having proper education. They do not understand the importance of being independent. I think more work should be done on that, and these parents should be educated about these matters.
So why do you think that crime against women is on the rise?
First of all, most cases are not even registered because the society targets the victim instead of the culprit. They blame the women, and so most of the women are, even after having such experiences, are scared to open up. And so men take advantage of this fact. And even if laws are there, they are not implemented properly. And most of the culprits with political influence always get away with whatever they do. And in most of the cases, the culprits are not punished accordingly, and the cases go on for a long period of time. And the woman goes through a lot through this period of time. And justice delayed is justice denied.
Yes, I completely agree with you. So, do you think the law formulated in India for women are being misused?
Yeah, there are times when these cases are misused because of false allegations, fake chats being exposed, a woman's dignity, integrity, all are questioned. Sometimes it even happens that genuine cases are ignored because of all these fake problems, misusing of the law. The genuine cases are not being properly taken, and it ends up in being our own. It's
The
a contrary.
originality is questioned there.
So basically, a woman is a woman's worst enemy.
Sometimes, yes.
So with this, we come to an end, concluding our podcast. And today, we learned that respecting women doesn't make a man weak, but make them more human. I hope that all the listeners and viewers of this might have learned something more about women's education, rights, and their empowerment, and might have learned about women's challenges directly from them. So I would like to thank every one of you for your valuable insights.
We
We wish you all a very happy National Girl Child Day.